I'm going to be saving myself $250 to $300 today by building a base for my farmhouse kitchen sink instead of buying a kitchen sink cabinet. Come along with me as I show you how to do this build. It's so simple, you could do it too, and it'll also work if you are building a table or an end table. So first, I bought legs. These are 28 to 28.5 inches. I got them on Amazon, and I'm going to be cutting these down. The kitchen sink, it's an Apron front kitchen sink, farmhouse kitchen sink. It is 11 inches tall. So if I put that on here, that would make for a very tall sink height. So we're going to cut off 2 3/4 of an inch, and that way our sink height will be more like 37 inches. I think typical counter height is about 36 is what I read. It's not going to be next to a counter, so it's freestanding more or less. It's going to be right next to our washer and dryer, so it's totally fine. That's a little taller. So we're going to be cutting these down. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut our 2x4s. So the sink is 33 inches long, 22 inches wide, and then 11 inches tall. So what we'll be doing is I'm going to be making a base with 2x4s, and the 2x4s will screw to each other and they'll make a square, and then we'll attach them to the legs. So they're going to sit like this with just a little bit of overhang so I can put a sink skirt on, and then the 2x4s will go on that base, and then they'll probably be another outside 2x4. And so this is just going to be nice and sturdy to hold that heavy cast iron sink. So first things first, we're going to cut these legs down and we're going to cut our wood. And our front and back 2x4s are going to be 26 inches long. And then the middle connector piece is going to be 18.5 inches. And we're going to build the square, and then we're going to put the legs with it and measure it out and hope that I did my math right, because it is a possibility that I didn't, even though I'm trying to do the, measure twice, cut once. So there we go. Come along with me and we're going to get cutting. Okay, so the 2x4s are cut. I laid them out with the posts and measure, and everything appears to be the right length, which is perfect. So now we're gonna cut these very, very carefully because they're not easy to get in place. So we are going to attach the 2x4s together, and I am doing that with 2 3/4-inch wood screws. This is what the sink base is roughly going to look like. I have to measure it out, and then we'll screw and attach our rectangular 2x4 frame to the legs. A little bit in there. One down, one down. Okay, so we And our sink base is done with the stain being dry, and you can see how it has turned out. It will look great once there's an apron front sink on the top of that with a little sink skirt. And I'm just really pleased how this base turned out. It is very easy to modify and a great beginner project so that you could make your own sink base or even a table base. Be sure to like and subscribe, friends. Drop me a line and tell me what you think. Thanks so much for joining me on the HomeStyle Honey.